everybody, and welcome to INF505 Library Services for Children and Young Adults. My name's Jane Garner and I will be your teacher for this subject in this session, first session of 2019. So really I just wanted to say hello and welcome. Nothing will happen here until the 4th of March, which isn't far off now because we're 25th of Feb, so yeah, I think that's next week. So there's nothing for you to be really doing this week. I just wanted to really jump in and say hi and show you a couple of things that you could look at over this next week if you get a chance. If you don't get a chance, that's absolutely fine too, because there'll be plenty of time for you to get to it when you can. But if you do have time this week, there's a couple of things you could look at. This is our subject site. I imagine it's very familiar to most of you. There's a couple of things you could look at though. So I think have a look here at the subject outline. Let's go and have a look together. So like all subject outlines, this is just the place where all the information for this particular subject is kept in the one spot. And these little tiles here are just links through into the content which lives in below. The two things to have a look at, I think, mostly are the schedule, because that tells you what we're doing each week, so what the content is that you'll be looking at. It shows you when your assessments are due, so there's one there, 29th of April, and the last one is there right at the end of the teaching session. And it also shows you the weeks off. So we've got 2 breaks there, 2 weeks off in the middle, so the week of the 8th of April and the week of the 15th of April are our holiday weeks, which will be nice. And the following week there is a teaching week, so that's week 8, so week of the 22nd of April. It's a teaching week, but it's a little bit messy because there's 2 days within that week that are holidays. One is the last day of Easter and the other one is Anzac Day. So even though that is a week of teaching and there's work for you to do, there will be a couple of days within that week where it'll be a holiday. So just keep that in mind as you're doing your planning. I think that's all I wanted to show you in there. So it's really just a way for you to know what you're in for, really. And just do some planning. The other thing I wanted you to look at up here is, these are all the rules and policies and things that you're probably very familiar with already. But this is how you find me. So this is my email, this is my phone number. That's a New South Wales phone number, it's actually a Wagga number. I'm based in Melbourne, but if you ring that number it diverts through to my phone here, so you can catch me there or by email of course. The assessment items for this particular subject, we've got 2 of them, and they are, I hope they'll be interesting for you. I hope you'll enjoy putting them together. I think at this stage, just have a little read of them and don't freak out because you've got no idea what to do. That's absolutely fine. I wouldn't expect you to know what to do at this stage, but you'll be given heaps of advice and instruction and some support to make sure you get through those ones okay. So for now, you might just like to have a quick look and just to see what you're in for. The other thing I was going to ask you to do was to head over to the discussions list here and introduce yourself. So there's some few ideas there of things you could write about. So really go click on Introduction Forum, create a thread and jump in there and introduce yourself and perhaps have a bit of a chat about some of those things that were listed, of things you could write about. And I think that will really do. So nothing will really happen between now and the 4th of March. After the 4th of March, you'll be seeing a great deal of me because I'll be sending you lots and lots of videos and I'll be in touch with what you should be doing each week and, of course, helping you out with your assignments. So for now, I think have a look at the subject outline, jump into the discussion list and say hi and leave it at that. And we'll get back together on the 4th of March. So I'm looking forward very much to working with you in this subject, and I'll see you again on the 4th. See ya!